It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Packers and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Fields now to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay's giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the 1st round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The Packers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Packers.
Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Off the play fake, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
13 yards. And the Packers first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Packers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play fake. Here's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped. Weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not... long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Love will sneak it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Love, they go play action now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Ready. At the 23-yard line.
Watch out now. 62.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Love on the move to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Will Levis, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Keenan Allen leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Justin Fields sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Here we go. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 110 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Play action this time with Love. Out to his left.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jacobs diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Breaks through the contact.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now out come the Steelers.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here we go. All right.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
2nd and 20 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Back to throw, Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On third down, Love escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields on first down.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Another completion right back to Patterson. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Again, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Van Jefferson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they win. Scoreboard here, give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
148 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
A shotgun snap, Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And taking it across. And just shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
On 1st down, Fields to the sideline and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.